Hey y'all, welcome to Clarity Tarot. Today I'm kind of excited about this video. I woke up just with this, urge to do a channel messages video. We'll get into each of the three piles, and these, the intention is that these would be kind of a surprise of who the message is from. So you might want to think just in terms of like which pile has a message for me versus a specific person. I'll describe the message, then talk about who it is from, and then get into actual channeling. So we have three piles today. First is the amethyst stone. These are chakra stones. This is the third eye or ajna chakra stone. Then we have a root chakra stone, and this is the heart chakra. So take a moment, observe the piles, think about which one is sitting right with you, and I will see you at your pile. So first, hello pile one. If you picked this ajna chakra stone, let's see what messages you have. We have time for action, Knight of Swords, Two of Wands, the Death card, Two of Cups, and from the Love Bombs Oracle, you inspire me to be a better person. I admire your clear thinking. Let's make sure these are all in shot. Looks like they are. And to clarify anything that needs it, I'm going to be using the Tarot of the Divine. This other tarot deck is the New York City Tarot. So let me just see if there's anything I want clarification on. Let's see, I want to clarify, why is time for action in this reading? Okay. We have the Four of Cups, and then a whole stack fell out. I'm not going to take them all, but Nine of Cups, Seven of Swords, Six of Coins, Two of Wands. That Four of Cups gives me what I need to know. And let's see what else. How about Two of Wands? Why is the Two of Wands in this reading? And we have the Queen of Cups, clarifying that. Okay, so I think I get what this is about. This is a message either from someone you're currently partnered with or someone who's like an ex, romantic partner. Let's see, could this be a friend? Very unlikely that it's a friend. This is probably a romantic interest. And let me just take a moment and then I'll get into the message. Actually, I take that back. I think before I start the message, I want to just pull one more card or two about who this person is that's coming through, in case you're having trouble identifying who this might be. Just to help you be clear about that. The Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so this is somebody who you expected to come through with some kind of, I don't know, message or some kind of communication, some kind of action, and they just never have. Be one way to identify this person. Perhaps you also expected them to treat the situation with you carefully or with gentleness or attention or care, and they did not. Okay, anything else about who this person is? I'm getting that should be enough to identify them, but let me just see if anything else comes through here. I think that's it. Okay, so that's how to identify them. The person that you just expected more of and they never came through. And here's your message from them. I've changed a lot, and it's because of you. I know that in our last conversation or conversations, I wasn't at my best. I didn't act the way that you would have expected, and I'm certainly not proud of how I showed up. I'm realizing that while I pride myself on being a really clear thinker, in this situation, you were the one with a clear head. I mean, just because I'm learning the difference between clear and sharp thinking and stubbornness. And in this situation with you, I was just stubborn. I wasn't seeing things clearly. I wasn't taking action based on understanding things rightly. I was too afraid to actually think and feel enough to really understand what was going on. I didn't want to see what was happening. I didn't want to be in love with you. I didn't want you at first. I don't want to hurt your feelings, but I think you know that anyway. I had a very specific idea of what love was. And actually, I don't think I've actually ever been in love before you. I was in love one time when I was younger, but it was kind of like that puppy love. I've never been in love as a man. Pause. If your person isn't a man, then just adjust as you see fit. I'm just channeling, and that's what's coming through. So you're really the first person that has lit me up with my adult qualities and adult parts. You speak to my mind. There's just so much about you I find fascinating. I just want to talk to you for hours. And it's not about the attraction. I know sometimes you think maybe it's about the sex. I mean, the chemistry between us is incredible. But I've had a lot of good sex, frankly, and it just doesn't do it for me. What's that saying? If the sex is good, it's 10% of the relationship, and if it's bad, it's 90%. I've had a lot of relationships where there's been good sex, but it's still, it's 10% of the relationship. I want someone who understands me, especially who understands my mind and who I can respect. I haven't found that much. In fact, I'm realizing that I have kind of a jaded view of the people I date, of women. And it's been because I've never found somebody who is what I really wanted. And I didn't even know what I really wanted, to tell you the truth. I was focused on more of like a physical ideal or success as like measures of the right person for me. But what I'm realizing that I found in you and that I'm really wanting is someone who matches the inner qualities, someone who I can connect to, that I can open my heart to. And I can just see you sitting there being like, duh, that's how relationships go. That's what romance is about. But I truly just never got it before now. I'm sorry that things went the way they did, but I kind of think that they had to, because I needed to go out and realize all these other shiny objects around me were just not it. And that the problems that were coming up between me and you were because of me. I mean, I'm not going to take responsibility for everything. You definitely have your stuff, and we can talk about that at some point. But the reason why everything fell apart and things just didn't grow, that was me. I wasn't willing to give this relationship the time of day. But I've really changed, and this is part of why I know you're the right person for me. Your influence in my life cannot be overstated. I've totally transformed because of knowing you. And not because I wanted to, by the way. This has been painful as fuck, and I kind of hate that I had to go through it. I really, in some ways, liked my other life. I wasn't happy, but it made sense to me. And so it's been really triggering to be in this situation, knowing that I love you and just not knowing what to do. And it kind of breaks apart all my previous thoughts about the world. But what I'm coming to is that the way I used to look at things, it's kind of dramatic, I guess, but it was just such a self-destructive way to live and way to think about the world. And it was just based in my own fear, in my own unwillingness to open my heart. And meeting you and seeing someone so beautifully open-hearted and loving and connected made me realize that that's what I want, and that's who I want, and that's you. And there's nothing more that I want than to be connected with you, to be with you, to do life with you, to talk to you every day, to wake up with you in the morning. Your beauty inspires me. And I don't just mean your looks. I mean, I'm very attracted to you, you know that, but it's who you are on the inside. It just sounds so cheesy. I don't know if I could ever say these things to you because they sound so cheesy, but I'm realizing that that's just what love does. It makes you into just a gooey mess, and I always thought that I was above it and would never happen to me, really. And now here we are. But do you see this? Even on this Two of Cups card, the hand holding the beer has like the skull tattoo, and then the hand holding the champagne glass has, looks like a heart. It looks like from the Three of Swords. I know that I ripped your heart out. I know that I took everything you gave me for granted. I just hope when I come back to talk to you, you'll be open to me, at least just to hear me out. I mean, if you don't want to be with me now, I can accept that. I just need you to know. I just need you to know how loved you are and how powerful you are in the world. Because I made you feel like you ain't shit. At least that's what I was trying to do. I hope you didn't take it in too deep. Okay, that's your message, pile one. I have to say, came through pretty sincere. So if you like that reading, feel free to leave a like, comment, or subscribe to the channel. And I hope to see you again in a future reading. Thanks so much. Okay, pile two. Welcome to your reading. If you picked this black stone, which is for the root chakra. Root chakra is about your foundation, the ground beneath your feet in all ways. So I kind of think about it, if you've heard of the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which is like food, water, shelter on the bottom, then your other needs stack on top of that, like friendship, self-actualization, which is like personal growth, spiritual growth, community, things like that. Just taking a sip of my tea here. So I expect this message will have something to do with that. The first pile was the Ajna chakra, which is about seeing clearly, and that's what the message was all about. So let's see. We have, how do we fix this? I want to see you again. I think about you constantly. The moon. 10 of Cups. 8 of Swords. Page of Wands. The Sun. And from the Love Bombs Oracle, I admire your determination. Okay. So I'm getting that this is someone you gave love to. Could be romantic, could be friendship, could even be like parenting. But this is a person who at some point you were just pouring love, affection, and support into. It could even be a coworker, I'm hearing. Or an organization like a workplace or a church, a place of worship, a family. There's somewhere where you used to give everything and you stopped. Probably because there wasn't the level of reciprocation you needed, I'm guessing. We'll see here. And this person or place is left kind of confused and like, wait a minute, you did all the giving. I don't know how to give. What am I supposed to do now? So there's a lot of confusion and feelings about that. Anything else, Spirit, that Pile 2 should know about who this person is that's coming through for the reading? The High Priestess. So that's my card of you already know if you're the High Priestess. So that would mean like the first person or workplace or whatever that popped into your mind when I started describing that. Judgment. So this is the person or place, with the star at the bottom of the deck. This is a person or place that you didn't want to move away from, but you had to make a judgment call about, and you had to detach yourself a little bit. You had to focus on your own healing, on your own self-care, on your own emotions, instead of pouring everything into this other entity. So that's who's coming through. And give me just a moment and I will bring forth your message. I don't know whether to be sad or angry about this. I know that I could have maybe appreciated you more when you were around, but I don't think anything's happened that like I deserve you totally being out of my life. What's the deal? You brought so much care and support and just like structure and solidity to our relationship. I really came to depend on it. It's making me think of that, that song where they talk about, I let my guard down and then you pulled the rug. Like I finally started to like trust you with things and open up to you more, and the rug got pulled out from under me. I don't understand. I want that back. I liked how it was. I mean, you gave me so much attention and support and love. And I just feel like I don't even know what to do now. I feel like I'm not equipped to handle this. I just got to the point where I was able to accept what you were giving me. I can't reciprocate. I don't, that's not what our dynamic is about. Maybe that's why you left. I don't know. Maybe you realized you needed someone or a place that could give you something back. I've been a little shocked, I have to say, about how you're staying away. When I first noticed you moving away, I figured, I guess they just need a break. They'll be back. And then you just never came back. I mean, what is that? You just left without a goodbye, without an explanation, just poof. Pause. I'm getting that some of you did give an explanation, but for whatever reason, this person didn't hear it or didn't take it seriously, okay? Okay, back to the message. Knowing you has really opened me up to sides of life that I just haven't even considered before. Both what's beautiful about life and what's pretty hard about it too. I do want to see you again. I want this back. I was really starting to get used to having someone so lovely around that could open me up to myself more. The thing that I noticed most is I just started feeling happier. I never actually attributed it to you, though, at all, which is interesting. Maybe because I wasn't focused on you. I wasn't ever focused on making you feel good or you feeling okay. I was just focused on the happiness in my own life. But what you were giving me contributed to that. It really contributed to my stability, my everything. And now it's like that resource is gone. What am I supposed to do now? I mean, you talk about being a kind, empathic person, but you just take that love away? What is that? It was really making a difference for me. I wish you'd change your mind. I wish you'd come back. I mean, like I said, I don't feel like there's anything I can do about it. You made up your mind to leave for whatever reason, so I guess you'll just make up your mind to come back for whatever reason too. And we'll see. I think that's all I have to say. Okay, pile 2. You've got a winner on your hands here. Oh, feeling very judgy of that person that was coming through. Just not anywhere on your level. I mean, not able to reciprocate in any way. So definitely moving away, I'm sure, was the right decision. I want to see. First of all, I want to pull 1 or 2 more kindness cards from them, because even that whole channeled message was all about them, wasn't it? It's like, you were giving me this and now you're not giving it to me anymore. Like, what's the deal? You should give it to me again. Like, no, that's not how it works. So I want to, I guess, pull out a little bit of giving back to you from them now, which is, actually, let's do 1 more love bomb, and then we'll pull some advice for you. Bottom of the deck is your kindness really made my day. I feel like your kindness, again, this is the root chakra stone. It's like your kindness and love that you were giving to this person was the foundation of their life in a way. And so when that like disappeared, they were just mad. And it's not like they missed you exactly. They missed what you were giving them, which is a very different thing. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with you, pile 2. I can tell you're a beautifully empathic, open person, and this person is just who they are. But other things they would say, I admire your way with words. You're one of the most thoughtful people I know. It's okay to make mistakes. It means you're doing something. So this card is coming through, I think, more from spirit, actually, than even this person, to say, don't beat yourself up about how you might feel like the time or energy you quote unquote wasted on this person. You learned something really valuable from this experience about who is worth your time and who you should invest in and who you shouldn't invest in. And so that's the value you received. Maybe you never got reciprocation or love back from this person in the way that you would want, but I'm hearing from spirit, in the end, you wouldn't have wanted them anyway, long term. It would have wasted more of your time, actually, if they'd been a little bit more grown up from the beginning. So you were actually protected from this person, despite how it feels, which is probably the opposite. Okay, and then I'm gonna pull some advice for you from, my favorite deck, The Language of Letting Go, Oracle. And then I also want to pull one from this Practical Tarot. It's just a Rider-Waite deck, but it has like pieces of advice on there. So we pull one from each of these. So I just feel like it was just kind of a shitty message. Okay, and we have 7 of Pentacles. Money issues benefit from another look. Check on your budget. Do you need to tighten your belt or can you loosen it a notch? It's also time to reevaluate current projects. Make sure you're being very thorough so you don't miss anything. And evaluate your progress before proceeding. Yeah, so what I'm getting from this is it's almost like encouragement from Spirit and like a yay, great job for what you have done. And also to tell you to continue doing it, which is look at the harvest you've produced. This guy is like a farmer of some sort. And looking at the seeds that have been planted, which ones have grown, which ones haven't. So which ones maybe just need a little bit more care here or there and they could thrive eventually, and which ones need to be kind of totally abandoned and start over. So perhaps look at, even if not your relationship with this person, look at your relationship with others or other things in your life and evaluate them the same way, the way that you had to in this situation. Like, what am I actually getting back out of this? And is this what I want? And is it worth what I'm planting? So that's the first piece of advice for you. And then let's see what else we have here. We have staying neutral. Today, I'll refuse to jump into the middle of others' affairs, issues, or relationships. I'll trust others to work out their own problems, including the ideas and feelings they want to communicate. Okay, pile 2, that was your reading. I hope that was helpful for you. Feel free to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Private reading info is in the description box, and hope to see you again soon. Okay, pile 3. If you chose this heart chakra stone, here is your reading. We've got, I'm obsessed with you, this situation. I feel so embarrassed. I love you. Okay. From the New York City Tarot, we have the World card. The 3 of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, Hanged One, the Queen of Pentacles, the 4 of Cups. And then from the Love Bomb Oracle, I care about you and I'm here for you. If there's anything I can do to help, please let me know. The way you follow your dreams is inspiring. Okay. First I want to, let's see, which deck do I want to use? I guess the Tarot of the Divine. I want to see if Spirit wants to bring through any clarification about who this person is in case you're not quite sure who this person is. What more would they need, Spirit, to understand who is this person for pile 3? 8 of Swords and Lovers. Okay, so it could be a Gemini. And the Tower. This could be someone that you've broken up with, that you've walked away from. Whatever the case, though, it's gone down between you and you're not together now. So there's some kind of separation between you. You could even be in a separation from this person. And for whatever reason, they feel that it's out of their hands and there's nothing they can do. So that might be because you blocked them, or maybe you told them, stay away from me, I don't want to ever talk to you again. even if you didn't say that verbally, you might have said that just like energetically. That's your vibe you're giving off. So that's how to figure out who this person is. One last thing would be, if you look at this Lovers card, there's like this gentle, angelic being here who's cozying up to a beast who looks quite ferocious and like they might devour this other person. So this could even be someone that you felt like you were in an abusive dynamic with, or maybe even like a narcissist empath kind of dynamic, something like that. Okay, so let's get to your message. I just want you to know I care about you, okay? And I'm here for you, and I didn't want things to go this way. Despite where we are right now, I just want you to know you can always call me for anything. In fact, I would actually love it if you'd call me and ask me for help with something, because I just feel so powerless. Like there's nothing I can do. You're so far away. It's been so long. When things kind of went down between us, it felt like we would just bounce back. We always did before. Like we wouldn't stay separated forever. It would just be a temporary blip. But I'm seeing now it's not temporary, is it? Is this forever? Are we never going to see each other or never talk again? I just can't believe that I was so, what's the word? Arrogant. I was so arrogant to think that you'd just come running back to me. I don't even know why I thought that based on what happened and what you said. But I did. And I know you're on your own thing now. You've started over. You're working on your fitness in all ways. Being grateful for what you have in your life, not focus on the things that are going wrong. And I just wish I was there with you. I don't understand why I'm not with you. I've actually thought about that a lot. It might shock you how much I think about this, actually. And I guess the conclusion I've come to is the only reason we're not together is me. I've been too, I guess arrogant is the word. Actually, let me think of a better word. Hang on. Because I just really want you to know that I get it. I get where you're coming from now. And so I need to say this just the perfect way. I was just an idiot. I just literally couldn't even see. It reminds me of that video. Have you ever seen that video of... how do I even describe this? It's like 5 people passing a ball around on a stage. It's like a 30-second video. And when you start watching the video, the instruction is, okay, look at the people passing the ball. And then halfway through the video, there's this huge person in a gorilla suit who walks through the middle of the video. But something like 90% of people don't even see the gorilla because they're focused on the ball being passed back and forth. And so then afterwards, a facilitator or whatever will say, okay, let's watch this again. And did you notice the gorilla? And everyone's like, what are you talking about? There is no gorilla. Okay, that's me. I didn't see the gorilla. And the gorilla is, I'm being an asshole. I was just over my head in so many ways with my feelings, with managing the conflict between us, with communicating clearly. It's important for me to communicate really precisely. exactly what I mean. And it takes me some work to get there. I mean, even just in normal life, but for emotions and relationships, well, I think you can appreciate. I mean, you know how long it's been since we talked. And I'm just really figuring this out now. It just takes me so long. More than anything, that's what I'm embarrassed about. That it took me how many years, months, weeks, just to see the gorilla. I don't know. I don't know what to do here. I feel like I just feel like I'm a burden in your life, or that, I mean, from the way you're acting now, it took me a while to see this too. But from the way that you're acting now, I must have really not been good for you. I mean, I thought we were amazing together, but I see that since I've been out of your life, things are going better for you. And that's been kind of hard to accept. It's been kind of hard to see for me, you know? Whenever something ends with somebody, you want to see them doing really badly. But no, it's like finally you didn't have this weight around your neck anymore. You're doing for yourself. Your money's up. You're looking good, feeling better. You have more love in your life. I just can't believe I've been so stupid. I've thought about it a lot though. Like, what does love mean in this situation? You taught me that, actually. You may not think that you said anything to me about that, but I've watched you, and I know you've said that to. You actually may have literally said that to other people. Like, what would love do in this situation? And I feel clear on that. I think love would be not to hold you down, not to get in the way of your dreams, not to diminish you in any way. And so I'm going to stay away. It's my gift to you. I might let you know this someday. I don't know. I haven't decided. I've thought about whether it's better to say something or just say nothing ever. And I haven't totally made up my mind. But what I have made up my mind about is that you're better off if you don't have my influence. And so that's what I'm focused on. And I hope you take it the right way. Okay, pile 3, that was your message. I'm going to pull some advice for you. This seems like a situation from a while ago, but that was very, very difficult at the time. I was getting almost more of that thing I said at the end, like an abuse vibe, which could be anywhere from, you know, someone just not having the capacity to show up for you, and it creates a lot of negativity, all the way to outright intentional harm. So if you've been in that situation, or if you are now, please reach out. There's lots of support services to help you out of those situations. I was going to pull advice for you. Why did I pull the Love Bombs Oracle? Well, okay, so this message actually came through in pile 2, but maybe it's something you need to hear as well. And it's a message from Spirit. It's okay to make mistakes. It means you're doing something. So you might actually be really critical of yourself for how you got involved with this person or what happened. And I'm here to tell you, Spirit is here to tell you it's not your fault. That you learned something really important from this experience, but it's not like this was sent to you to teach you a lesson or anything like that. This was not a punishment. This was just actually pretty pure love on your side. And unfortunately, you found yourself with someone who could not you know, on the lighter end could not reciprocate that. On the heavier end, was very manipulative and destructive with that love. And I think you know what you want now and what you deserve and what you'll put up with and who you are in a way that you wouldn't have been able to before this experience. And if you don't feel totally recovered or healed yet, there's also a promise in this card that you will get there. Okay, and now let's actually pull advice, which is what I was meaning to do. So this is from the Practical Tarot Wisdom deck. 3 of Cups. Let your compass point towards play today. Be ready to attend a party. If no one invites you, then it's time for you to create your own joy. The forecast is happy, bright, and upbeat. Reach out to the people who can change your mood from dull to bright. Celebrate this gift of these friendships. So yeah, I was really getting this in your reading also, pile 3, that there's just so much love in your life. And there's so many different kinds of love. I mean, there's romantic love, partnership love. I'm getting that some of you even may have, you know, a loving partner. But even if it's friends and family or even coworkers, open yourself up to the pure, joyful love and energy that is around you. And I'm getting that this is just a reminder for you. You've been actually living into this advice, and it's been creating so much positive movement for you. Okay, pile 3, I hope you enjoyed that. Leave me a like, share, or subscribe to the channel. Private reading info is in the description box, and I will see you next time.